All right, we're ready this time. Oh,
Yeah,
huh?
so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Hey, first of all, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kaf, Dash. Want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole for Christian truth and sincerity, man. We're just gonna get into it, man. The world's changing, the world's turning. Prophecies are manifesting, man. And it's only a matter of time until all prophecies are fulfilled. And Esau's downfall, our enemy, the enemy of all life, right, gets removed from the earth. Beginning with America. America is going to be destroyed, okay, in the upcoming World War, right? But that seems to be on certain people's minds about you know conflicts, global conflicts. It speaks about wars and rumors of wars. Now these are things that always have gone on over time's past, but this is a global thing that's happening right now. We've had two world wars already. Which speaks about the third world coming quickly, right? So it's an inevitable thing that World War III is going to come, right? And nuclear weapons will be used, right? But the result of that warfare is the destruction of America. Thus saith the Lord. Okay? And America is going to become a desolation, ain't never going to be inhabited again. So whenever you hear or you read about these prophecies speaking about this land, because it references different things, whether it be daughter of Babylon, whether it be Nineveh, whether it be Bosra, right? It all has the same prophecy attached to it. It's not speaking about these different places, but it represents something. It represents a particular destruction that's going to take place, which hasn't taken place right yet. Because you might say, oh yeah, but it's talking about Babylon, but Babylon, which is Iraq, is still there. And what causes the Most High to have to bring nukes upon them? What are they doing? Are they rulers of the earth? No, they're not. The Most High is going to take out the rulers of this earth, which is the so-called white man, Esau, right? And he's a cornerstone to his empire is America, right? So America is that place of great destruction that's gonna come and take place, man. Right? So everything we witness, everything that we see is all just leading up until that moment in time. Okay? I say there's other prophecies you're watching out for, like the MOTP that are gonna take place, okay, before the destruction of America and all that kind of stuff. So we just wait patiently, wait for this all to unfold because everything's heading in that direction. Everything's heading in happening the way we expect it to. Okay, the world is not becoming a better place, right? And this was just like it as it was before the Lord brought the first death, which is the flood upon the world. Things were getting progressively worse, not progressively better. The wicked ruleth in this world. So things are getting progressively worse, right? Which ultimately is going to lead up to its destruction. All right.
So book of Second Ezra 15, I'm start from the top. And it reads, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophets, which I will put in thy mouth, say the Lord.
Right? These words have been given to us, man, by the Holy Spirit, by the Most High and the Son, right? We've been given this prophecy to speak out to the world. Because who else is speaking this? None of these religious groups or these analysts or whoever, man, forecasters, right? None of them are telling you what's about to happen on this earth. Some people got vague ideas of what might take place, but it's just that it's vague. They don't have the full picture. They don't have the whole truth. They're out here studying numbers and shit and charts and whatever, right? And historical points, but none of them know these scriptures. None of them could accurately break down these scriptures, right? So they don't know ultimately what's going to happen. Because I bet in any of their estimations, it doesn't include the children of Israel, i.e., the Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans being raised up and being put in power. That's not included in their projection of things. They think some different type of ending or whatever, man. So none of them really know what's going on, right? The Most High let them see and understand certain little trinkets of knowledge, right? The Lord's always done that, though. It doesn't make you special, but the Lord is only giving His truth to His elect, okay, which are a few good men or You know, a few men the Lord has chosen. I'm going to remove good because none of us are really good. But, you know, the Lord has chosen certain men that he chosen, men that the Lord loves, right, to receive his truth. Okay? So that means the majority of the world is going to be wrong. You know, most people believe that if the majority, believe in something, that must be the correct thing. But that's not how the Most High does things, man. The Most High is going to use the minority, i.e. his children, to show the world wrong. The wisdom of this world is foolishness, right? So he's going to make this whole world confounded because no one's expecting, the things that are going to happen. They don't think they're going to go into slavery. That's not in their estimation. That we're going to put chains on them. That's not in their estimation. You know? Oh, they think, China going to come next or something. Or so stupid. Oh, America going to rule forever, which is another stupid thing to believe. No kingdom, no empires ever rule forever. America is not an exception. You know? So none of them have got it right. End of the day, only them in the Lord have got it right. Okay, beginning of our elders and the apostles on down, man. GMS. Okay.
This is a book of Wisdom of Solomon. 5. I'm starting from 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him."
Right. We don't care that if you don't believe us, if you're crazy. We'll tell you all day long, man, what these scriptures are speaking about. Right? Whether you're here or shall forbear. We're not out here to convince everybody. Right? That is not why we're out here, man. We're simply out here for the elect's sake. Right? And that we're commanded to do so. To go out there and teach. And also to secure our own salvation. Whether you agree or not matters very little, man. So what if some did not believe? It matters very little to us, man. You know, all the scoffers and scorners that come against us and whatever, make fun and try and do us harm or whatever, man. That's all good, isn't it? You know, but it doesn't change the outcome of what's about to happen. You know?
It goes on to say, "When they see it, there shall be trouble with terrible fear."
So when you realize, at the time you realize, man, that you got all this shit wrong, and that we are truly who we say we are, according to the scriptures, and you see the miracles and the judgments taking place, you're going to be afraid. Because it's going to be a daunting thing to understand that everything that we've been speaking about against you and you nations, you unbelievers, is going to take place against you, man. All the things that we said is going to happen to you. It's going to be a very daunting thing, and you're going to be in woe. You're going to be lamenting, right? Because we try to describe and explain these scriptures to you in as much graphic detail as we can. but we will always fall short, right? Until the moment comes, right? Until you're there, right? And if you think how we describe it is bad now, then you've got another thing coming, man. It's going to be far worse than we can ever describe or, ever make out it to be. Because you are being judged and punished at the end of the day. But no one wants to accept that. But it's not a matter of choice. You don't have choice. We don't have choice, right? Most High hasn't really given us choice. Only the illusion of it, right? Everybody would do what the Most High decrees, right? Everybody will fulfill their lots, man. We just happen to be Lord willing, right, of the elect and have a blessed lot in the earth. Being his children, being his sons, right? You have to deal with the crimes you've done on this earth against us and against the Heavenly Father, man. We've gone for our punishment now. That's why you nations are on top right now.
I would say our punishment is about to be ended.
That's right.
So once our punishment is ended, it's going to be you next, man. You nations begin with East and Edom. You're going to go through what we've been going through.
Yep.
Even double,
That's right. Yep. It's like Jeremiah said, you shall drink of that cup, man. If they refuse to take the cup at thy hand, tell them you shall surely drink. It's not a choice.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear,
Mm.
and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
Even the fact that we speak about these so-called UFOs, right, as chariots of the Lord, being the angels in their vehicles, is a strange thing to you. Because you've been talking about little green men and shit, like beings from other planets and stuff like that. Because these people that in the movies. So when you talk about it, it sounds crazy because like what are you talking about, man? That's some weird shit. But no, it's been recorded throughout history, man. People made paintings and sightings throughout times, man. Showing you men in vehicles that they couldn't even fly back then, but there was flying vehicles back then that they recorded. So it's no strange thing to us, man. The evidence is there for us, man. But Esau's got you believing in foolishness. But when you see it happening and taking place, you're gonna be fucking shocked, man. You're gonna be like, what the hell, man? What's going on? It's gonna be something out of a movie, but real life. Where you actually get your senses are actually being everything's being in your system, man. Your senses, the smell, the feeling, everything. You're not just sitting behind a movie screen and you got some speakers behind you, they've got a loud bang, a little explosion. No, you're gonna be living it, man. You're gonna be smelling it. You're gonna be feeling it every moment of it, man. You're gonna be fucking afraid.
I've been seeing it in full HD, man.
Full 8K, everything like maximum high res, everything, man. Right? Full surround, everything, right? You're gonna be experienced. It's gonna be an experience, man.
Be in the movie.
Yeah. It's not one you can just walk out of.
Yeah.
At the end, the movie don't end. You're still in it. You want it to end. It's a horror movie. You want it to end, and it ain't ending for you, man. Not until at least for 1,000 years, you're gonna be going for fucking terrors, man. Wishing you hadn't done what you did. But what they say, hindsight's 2020, or all that shit, right? If you had known what was gonna happen to you, and you've been told, but if you had known, then maybe you would have chosen this route or the route, as you say, right? You would have chosen this path yourself, man. But again, it wasn't down to choice. The Most High set you on this path, man. And this is how you know the Most High is all powerful, man. Because everything is happening according to His word. That's right.
As it goes on to say, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
Right. So all this time, you talking down to us, talking shit about us, man, making us, seem inferior. Making us be like fucking criminals or wild animals and all this kind of stuff, which to some degree has been true, right? Because Jake are fucking wild and some of them are fucking animals, man. But you've had a lot, a lot to do with that. You've had a lot to do with that, right? So you're not blameless in that whole situation. That's why the scripture speaks about woe to them that put them wine to drink, right? So they may look upon their nakedness, roughly paraphrasing, man. Right, to reveal our shame. That's what that nakedness is about. And our people are shamed throughout the earth, man. No one fucking respects us, man. But you had a hand in doing that. Not to say Jake, even before you came along, was in the right, in the right state, because it was still, they were doing wickedness then as well. But things have got fucking worse, man. Jake is just fucking all kind of fucked up. And I said, you purposely put to us the cup, man, to show the world our fucking shame, man. Now good fucking Jake strung out on drugs and shit, fucking all down, beat down, homeless, single fucking parent homes, dad's in the fucking prison cell, and we're just parading around the news like it's a fucking circus, man. Jake was on the fucking TV, yeah, Esau loves to fucking show us up, man. He fucking loves it. Every time something happens to him, he gets fucking swept under the rug, or this guy might have shot up a whole fucking church. It's like, but yeah, he was an angelic kid, when he was 8 and all this kind of stuff. They'll paint some fucking pretty picture about him and say, oh yeah, he must have got sick or something. Yeah, even season,
But yeah, they don't say the truth about it. These people are devil.
That's what they're doing.
Since they become what? power of this planet Earth, man, or rulers of this planet Earth. You know, they've been lying and speaking, I mean, all manner of deceit, man. You know?
I say you're the greatest devil, but you don't really get portrayed like that. You know, anytime someone speaks against you, man, it don't last very long. People forget again, and then it goes quiet. But when it's Jake is constantly bombarded every fucking day about how fucking ridiculous and wicked Jake is, man. Like even the fact that our superstars, they're fucking waste, man. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking atrocities against our own people. They shame us, man. Our celebrities fucking shame us, man. You know, fucking bitches twerking 24/7, fucking gangster rappers fucking talking shit, drill rappers talking shit and doing wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Everything Jake's doing that's promoted out there is all wickedness, man. It's bringing shame upon us, man. But like I said, he's still promoting it. You know?
Women taking in front of their babies, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking half naked all damn fucking time. Talking shit, talking smack to men. You know? Jumping from dick to dick. Catching fucking, you know, STIs and shit. You know, abortions. It's never fucking ending. It ain't fucking ending, man. And that's why the most are gonna destroy the majority of our people, man. They're just fucking out of order. And they don't want to get right. They love the way they are, man. And then you can burn in the flames. You know? But when Israel is restored, man, we're gonna be put back in the right state of mind. And that is what we want more than anything else, man. You know, to be put back in a righteous state. You know? Because it's hell living out here, man. Our souls fucking are crying constantly, man. You know? Even though I was trying to put together a video the other day, man, I was you know, thinking about these scriptures and reading these scriptures, man. I'm fucking crying and I'm not even fucking aware of it, you know? I'm just sitting there like, fuck, man, we're fucked. Our soul is fucking hurting, man. We can't wait to get the hell out of this place, man. You know? You know what I'm saying there?
This is the book of Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, Most High says, what? Psalm 50 and the 19 say, Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things have thou done, and I kept silence.
Yeah, Esau can't wait to make us look bad, you know, to spread some type of lie, make us look like, you know, make us look like a certain way in front of the whole world, man. He loves it, man. You know, he gets off on that shit, man. And that's why, you know, you'll see these politicians, man, act like at gatherings and stuff like that. They'll talk good, oh, you're gonna help the black communities and this and that, we're gonna fund this and fund that, man. But behind closed doors, they're always talking shit about you, man. And when you get them fucking reporters that, you know, catch up on the mic or something, you know, things are saying in the background and shit, man. They're talking shit about us, man. And looking down on us, man. You know, even if that fucking Rishi Sunak, that fucking Edomite, man, he was talking about taking funding away from, you know, some black neighborhood and giving it to some fucking posh white countryside type shit. Oh, they you know, just talking shit, man. Because you don't give a fuck about you people, man. None of these fucking politicians, none of them give a fuck about us, man. You know? But they want us to care. They want us to care about you. They want us to save Esau. They want us to save Esau. Well, why can't Esau be saved? Fuck Esau, man. You don't deserve no fucking save. And any fucking minion that's with him, man. Whatever fucking nation you with, man. You don't deserve no saving, man. You know? You don't give a shit about us, man. That's all fucking lies, man. You like to see us down in the fucking dirt. That's why you spread all these slanders and, you know, cause us to be downtrodden, man. You know? Get us hooked up on fucking bullshit culture and drugs and alcohol and just fucking, you know, woeisms and all kinds of shit, you know? Just so you can point fingers, man. Because you look at us and say, oh, we can't be God's children. We don't deserve to be God's children, right? Because look at what we're doing. We're crazy, right? We're wild and crazy. You know? But you, like I said, you had your hand in doing that to us, man. And the Most High put us in your hands to do that to us. But that's what the Lord gonna say his elect, man. You know? He's got a remnant out here, man. that albeit maybe we don't feel like we deserve to be saved, man, the Lord feels that they you know, they're worthy to be saved. Right? But it ain't gonna be fucking you guys, man. You're the damn devil on this planet. You put it to be the devil, man. Esau ain't gonna get no deliverance. That's why fucking Obadiah hurts you all day long, man. You ain't the hero in this story. You know?
Devil, man.
That's right.
Devil. As it goes on to say, these things have thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
You thought because the Most High stayed silent, because you that's the thing, you don't understand why we're in the position that we're in. The Most High gave us to you, for you to rule over us, man, because of our own transgressions, man. Not for infinity and beyond, not forever, but because you had to fulfill prophecy, and so did you. We both had to fulfill our parts in prophecy, man. Jacob and Esau. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the end, it's the beginning of it that followeth, man. Satan trying to fucking tie my tongue and shit, right? But Esau, he has to play his part too, and so do we. You know? But you thought because the Most High allowed you to do it, he let you do what you did to us, man. And the crime is long and fucking horrendous, right? That the Most High, you thought the Most High was with you with it, man. And you could say in a way he was. You like to talk that manifest destiny shit. Yeah, the Most High allowed it to happen. He was with you to a certain degree. But it don't end good for you, though. It don't end good for you. Right? Because the Most High's idea and plan was always to fucking destroy you afterwards, man. Grab us the book of Malachi. You know? The 1 and 4, right? Yeah, the Most High fucking hates you, man. The Most High would never give us into your hands forever. Never would he do that. You know? Your downfall is gonna be fucking great, man. And Lord, when we build it, we're gonna be glorified and exonerated from our bullshit. Exonerated from our own bullshit, man. You know? But you ain't gonna get no fucking, there's no repentance for you. You know?
So book of Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished.
Actually,
Yeah. It's a book of Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
But the Lord actually loves us, man. Despite the fucking chastening we're receiving of him, the correction that we're receiving, it's fucking harsh. Right? We can all kind of acknowledge that. Yeah, but we were deserving of it, right? Because you read how messed up Jake was, man, how wicked we were being, man. The Lord had to do something, man. Let's be real bad. If that was your child and he was going on fucking crud, you'd have to do something to that child, man. Let's just be real bad, man. If it was that fucking bad, we were fucking bad. Not just annoying or he was doing stupid shit. No, Israel was doing some fucking crazy shit, man. Lord had to do something about it, right? But it's not because he fucking hates us. He don't hate us, man. The Lord loves us, man, and this is all for correction. Because he's gonna reward Israel at the end of it, you know. So the Lord loves us despite the chastising we receive, man. But you're gonna see here a very stark contrast to how he feels about Esau and how he feels about Edom. That when the Lord fucking smites him, it ain't for correction. It ain't because he loves him. He wants him to be better. You know, even the Lord told Cain, if you did good, would you not be like, not for paraphrasing, be glorified or praised or whatever, right? If you do good. But Cain wasn't meant to do good. The same way Esau's not meant to do good. He was designed to be the devil. And so there is no love for the devil. Scriptures say, love the good, hate the evil. Esau is evil. You can't love Esau, so there's no love for him. So when the Lord brings judgment against him, man, it's just that. It ain't for your embetterment, ain't for none of that, man. It's just to make an example out of you. Okay?
Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob.
Yeah, well, brothers, we should be the same, right? But what did the scripture say? Two manner of people shall come out of thy womb. One stronger than the other, right? Esau is made complete opposite to us, man. He's meant to represent the polar opposite to us. Okay?
And I hated Esau and laid his mountains.
But you should love all your children equally. You know? You love them all the same. No, the Lord don't do that. The Lord picks. If you do good, he love you, innit? It's simple as that. If you're a fucking bastard, man, keep the song, didn't it? You know, get the fuck out of my house, man. You know, that's how the Lord deals with things, man. The Lord picks he picks the righteous over the wicked, obviously. You know? Yep.
And his heritage west for the dragons of the wilderness.
Right? So Esau is always doomed to fail. No matter what Esau did, no matter how great he became, or how great he's become, he was always to fail. And that's what Esau people don't understand. You're not here to win. You're not here to win no fucking everlasting kingdom. You're not here for that. You're here to fail. And you are failing. Right? You can't keep this truth under wraps. You can't do nothing about this truth. And you can, you know, post us up as you know, as extremists or terrorists and all this kind of isms and whatever, right? You could do all of that, man, but it ain't gonna stop the word. Your downfall is written. And that scares you, man. Knowing that you can't do a damn thing about it. But you're gonna try your damn best to try and prevent it from happening. Yeah, of course you will. You're just opposed to it. It's written. Yeah? It's not even of your own accord for that. The Most High is making you try to fucking even make you more shameful, you know, to embarrass you even more. You know? You are not here to win. The Most High fucking hates you, man. He disdains you, man, with righteous indignation. Anything you put your hand to do, man, you're gonna fail at. Okay?
Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build our desolate presses.
Right? So you've built before, you've had kingdoms before, you had the Greek Empire, you had the Roman Empire, right? But they don't exist no more. Right? The Most High took you out of that power seat. Right? And for 1,000 years, yeah, Nathaniel, 1,000 years, right? That man was shot in the Caucasus Mountains, man. Right? Where they had no power, no influence, no nothing, man. Right? They were in prison for 1,000 years, chained up. Right? Not in the kingdom. Right? But now you're back and you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding, right? And you think you got it all sorted out. You think you got it all worked out now. You got the Israelites in slavery again. You don't got them under oppression. You know, you got them under control. You got all their land. You got the land of Israel and that. You know, you think you got it sorted out. You got all this technology, right? You got nuclear weapons and AIs and all kinds of shit. You think you're on fucking cloud nine, man. No one can fucking touch you, man. But the pride of thy heart has deceived you. Right? The pride of thy heart deceived you. That's what it tells you in Obadiah. Right? Because you are not untouchable, man. And albeit we can't do it, we can't touch you because we got no fucking power. We're not in a position to get to you. You elites, man. You are places that we can't get. We can't get to you. But you know who can? The Most High can get to you, man. And this is why it's the Most High's work, man. We're just simple tools, simple pawns in the Most High's schemes, man. The Most High is the one bringing you down. His word is what's destroying you. Okay, we're really just you know, here to speak it so you can hear it. You know?
The one who go before the kings to announce about the coming of the king.
Yeah. Herald.
Herald, yeah.
Herald.
Yeah, it was just a herald.
That's right. You know, our existence doesn't really mean too much in the scheme of everything, man. Everything would happen whether we was here or not. You know, but the Most High, it's his movie, right? He constructed it this way to be this way, right? And it's something the Lord has always done. The Lord has always sent someone out there, put the prophets, you know, men of the Lord out there to warn, to speak these things before they happen. And that's written in the scriptures too. Before a new thing, I was just sending out my prophets to declare it or something like that. You know, top of my head, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, the Lord always sent out his prophets first, man. to declare these things, man. And it's whether or not the Lord allow you to hear it or not, it's whether or not you're going to be delivered or not. You know, there's a lot of even kings of Israel rejected the prophets because they didn't like what they were being told. Because he had nothing, because it didn't benefit them. The kings believed that it didn't benefit them. It was like it was against them. But all that was being asked is that you repent. But people don't want to repent out here, man. People would like the wickedness that they're in. And that's the same thing with this world today. But it's like, again, before the flood, it was a global thing that was happening. Everybody loves themselves in their wickedness, man. You know? So if you're being given the message to repent and you don't, guess whose fault is that? That's you. You know? You can't say you weren't warned. Because when all this shit starts going down, man, and the time of Jacob's trouble and all that kind of stuff, the time of trouble comes, you're going to be wishing that you listen, man.
As I mentioned, I mean, in the time of Noah, before the flood came, Most told Noah to build the ark, man. So you see him Noah just building the ark. He was, building and also telling the people to warn them of the danger which is about to come on those times, man.
And they mocked him.
Yeah.
They made fun of him, thought he'd gone crazy. So what's it to us, man? These are examples written for us, man, to understand all of that. Things are written aforetime for our learning. We're not here to be affected by those things just because you don't fucking agree. Like you have to agree with us. I don't give a fuck. We don't give a shit if you agree with us or not, man. You're either gonna get right with the Lord if you're an Israelite. You're either gonna get right with the Lord or be destroyed. It's as simple as that. We just don't want to be on the side that gets destroyed. So we're doing what we can to obtain our crowns, man. That's a scripture, man. Was it to show diligence for your own salvation?
Fear and trembling.
That's right. That's the one, right? That's what we're doing, man. We don't want to get caught up with this shit, man. We want to be delivered, man. We want out of this place. We want this place to be, made into ruins, man. And for the kingdom of heaven to be established. That's what we want, right? Whether you want it or not, we couldn't give flying F, man. This world that you grew up is been built up on wickedness and blood.
This is a book of Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foresees the evil, and he hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Now, who can be prudent? That's the question. Who can be prudent? Because you got guys that are deemed to be prudent. But like I said, they put the charts and the analysis and they're watching for things and historical pinpoints and all this kind of shit. Yeah, there's some guys you may think are prudent men, but who can really be prudent? Who can really understand what's going on? Or who the Lord blesses, man, with the truth. They're truly the prudent ones. The wise. Really, they get the only prudent ones, because like I mentioned earlier, the wisdom of this world is foolishness. These men wasn't really prudent, because despite knowing all of this, they couldn't understand this. They can't understand the everything that's going on. They can't, because the Most High have blinded them. So they're not really prudent. They seem prudent to men. Even the scripture speaks about how you can discern the skies, but you can't discern the times. That you could tell, the weather's fair, it's going to rain or wherever, how it says it. You can discern all these things, but you can't discern the time that you live in. You can't discern that this is the fucking end. You think you got fucking generation upon generations to go in this place, man. You got fucking Star Trek planned, fucking USS Enterprise planned and everything, man. You got so much planned, but you don't see that your end is fucking nigh. It's right there in your faces, man. You ain't gonna see no fucking Star Trek. Unless you're on a fucking plantation out there. You ain't gonna see none of that, man. Your end is coming. And that's why Revelation 12 says the devil coming with great wrath because he's known here for a short time. It's a subconscious thing that you're doing. You don't even understand what you're doing. These elites don't even understand what they're doing, man. Their subconscious is being pushed along by the spirits, man, by these demons to get shit done. bring you closer to war, bring you closer to bringing the MOTB out. And all that is really just sealing your own fate. You know? And that's why we're in a powerful position, man. As people say, knowledge is power, right? We're in a powerful position. Because even the least don't fucking understand what's going on. They're being moved in the spirit on the left-hand side to seal their own destruction. And that's why we're not worried. We're not concerned. We ain't gonna worry about whether or not like you're gonna succeed with your plans or not. So us, it doesn't matter. Because we know exactly what the outcome is gonna be. Yeah? All these technologies that you build, the nukes and all that kind of stuff, these are weapons made to be used against you, not to be used for you. So you can conquer the other nations and put them into slavery with MOTP. That's not really what's going to pan out for you, man. You're the one that's going to go into slavery. We don't need no microchip to do that. We're going to be given power to do that. Real forceful power. Undeniable power. That you're just going to have to accept it. You know? You think you're safe in your ivory house and shit, being in the heavens, man, being exalted above all nations. You think you're safe, but the Most High can bring anyone down, and the Most High shown that. Throughout time, He's shown that, and He can raise up nobody, i.e., us. He can raise us up from the fucking dust, you know, to be rulers, and that's exactly what the Most High is gonna do. You know,
There's no hiding the presence of the Lord, man. Because the Messiah said, "Whoa, His sky is 10 times brighter than the sun. You can see the deep and the deep, man. Yeah. So there's no way for you, Edomite and the other nations, or you are, this is doomsday banker. It's not gonna help you in the time of war. Your calamity, your hand, man.
Yeah, Esau thinks he's so smart, man. As I said, the pride of your heart deceived you. You think you're so smart. You think you can get around the Most High's word. Nobody's ever done that, and you think that you're some sort of exception, man. You think you have a power greater than the Most High, but He's the one that gave you your ability to do what you can do, which is really low level.
That's what Messiah say. I don't know. I just quoted. I'm quoting it like, so the deceiver and the deceived, are his, man.
That's
so
right. Yep.
You, Edomite, you've been deceived, man.
Yep.
You know, and you can't get away from it. You know.
That's right. You know, like I said, we're all in the hands of the Heavenly Father at the end of the day, man. We don't get to, we don't change the outcomes of the story, man. The story is the story. And we all just playing our roles, man. And like I said, that's why to us we're not worried about if we're gonna succeed or not. Because it's not about us, it's not about what we can do. Most I've already explained what is gonna happen. You know, Yahweh Shai has already gotten victory for us, man. So what Esau does right here and now doesn't even matter. Doesn't change a damn thing. He could declare martial law tomorrow. He can take all the truth off the internet. It doesn't change anything, man. You know, he could put us all to death. Wouldn't change anything.
But you can't.
You're hard pressed. The Most High, yeah. But the Most High wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, that's impossible, right?
Some of us will die because it's also written. The Most High also said that some of us will be beheaded, right?
We can matter for what? For Yahweh shall sake, man.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, we're not gonna be all ended, because the Messiah said, "I will show mercy to all, to my people, man."
Yep. And even Yahweh Shai told his disciples, "There's someone here that should not see death." Right. So all these things have to be true. So even in these last days, like you say, yeah, someone's gonna be beheaded for the Lord's testimony. But there's gonna be of us that don't, obviously, according to our each individual lots. But one thing is certain, even in death, Esau has no victory. And like I said, Yahweh Shai has only one victory over death. He's resurrected, man. Everlasting life. And that's something he shares with the brethren.
We all know, man. The beheading, whatever it is, whatever type of death you will be, so Edom, it's not gonna be the end of us, man. It's just gonna be the beginning, It's just like once we get out from this flesh, we have a better flesh, man, waiting for us, man.
Better body, man.
Yeah, better body, man. Which is gonna be the heavenly body, man. That's the body we're gonna come down with.
And that reminds me of a old quote from the original Star Wars trilogy. It might be in the first movie where Obi-Wan was fighting Darth Vader, right? And you know, Obi's old now, and he ain't got the skills like that no more. And Vader struck him, but before he struck him down, Obi told him he knew he was gonna lose, right? He said, "You strike me down, and I will become more powerful than you had ever imagined." Because that's what's gonna happen to us, man. If you do manage to kill any of us, man, our next visitation, our next form, right, that we're gonna receive is gonna be like the Son of Man, like Yahweh Shai's, man, in glory and great power. But the scripture speaks about us coming like the Lord, you know. And when Yahweh Shai turns up, he's gonna come with great glory and great power. He ain't gonna come in a fleshy body like he did 2,000 years ago. That could be damaged, you know, that can be hungry and tortured and whatever. We're gonna come back with power, man. So yeah, it's like any memory that you get that happened that you managed to kill. Just know when you see them, okay, it ain't gonna be a pleasant experience for you, man. Right? Because I'm guarantee you, man, brothers is gonna want their get back, man. I guarantee you, man. And if they see you, yeah, I don't envy you, man. Let's put it that way. All right. Because every brother waiting to get their get backs, man. You know.
Yeah, I got a quick one. I got two questions.
Yeah.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Most High, and the dead in a measure shall rise first.
Right. So just backtracking a little bit, man. So even in death, it won't prevent us. It won't prevent the elect. You know, because most people think, oh, if you kill a man, that's the end of the matter. Yeah, it's only the beginning in this context, man. You know, so like I said, there's many righteous men that have died and perished over the years, right? Their rewards is still coming to them. You know, their reward's still coming for them. So that's what do they call that, man? That's peace of mind, right? When you know that, because Abraham, when he was traveling through the wilderness and that kind of stuff, right? He never got to the promised land. He never actually received it, but he believed it, and he believed he would still receive it. You know, and then in different iterations of his life, he'd be there, but in the end, he'd receive it all. Right. So even in that death, we know, right? We still won. We still won, man. You know, and Esau's still gonna fucking lose. All that's gonna happen right now. If it happened tomorrow, any of us get put to death, man. We're gonna go back to the spirit world, and we're gonna be watching. We should be watching, man. And when it's time to come back, that's when we'll return with the Lord. But the things will still play out the way it's supposed to, whether we're here or not.
Salvation is going to be already manifested from the beginning. As it's been written. The elect have been predestined from the beginning, man.
That's right.
So whether it be for death or they be alive in the time of the Lord coming, they're all going to be saved, man. But you, Esau, as we've been saying, your hand is going to be a bad one, man. The one, your hand is not going to be like this other empire, other nations, the way they've been ended. Yours is going to be a miserable one,
There's no happy ending for you, so. You want there to be a happy ending for you, man. But it just ain't gonna come, man. You've done far too much on this planet, so you don't deserve no happy ending.
This is not a fairy tale, man. This is the truth, man. This is the fact.
This is reality.
Yeah, that's it.
And the Most High is not mocked. What a man soweth, so shall he reap. Right? That is reality. And like I said, already earlier, because you seem to be allowed to get away with his wickedness for so long, you thought the Most High was allowing it. But even that's the trick of the mind. Most High has tricked you, man, to believe that. That he's just gonna give over his sons to you forever. What kind of man is that? You're a fool to even think that he's gonna prefer you over his sons.
Yeah, it's like when you want to catch a bird, you know, the birds of your choice, you always throw some grains, isn't it? They're gonna keep what? Keep picking. I mean, what? Until what? They come near the cage, man.
Yeah.
And then you lock the cage. That's what Mosiah has been doing for you, man.
Yeah.
You know, for so long you've been doing the evilness upon his people. You think that Mosiah was with you, man. But at the end, he's gonna show you who he is, man, and who he loves. You know?
That's right.
I'm gonna continue.
You wanna move over to the branch? Yeah.
I mean, we only say Thessalonians 4:17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the crowds to meet the Lord in the air.
Right, so he's showing you that obviously not all of us are gonna die. You know, Lord's gonna what's the word, man? Preserve us in these times of trouble, man. As crazy as things are gonna be, how deadly and terrible things are gonna be upon the planet, the Lord's gonna preserve us for it. You know, and they said when it's time, and the Lord turns up, man, they're gonna be beamed up. You know, we read that in the Wisdom of Solomon, the illustration of our salvation. That's when it's gonna take place, and people are gonna be fucking, you know, bugging out, man. You know, because it's just not what people were expecting to happen. Like again, with the whole, you know, these prudent guys, these analysts and whatever that they'll be, you know, this is gonna happen and blah 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 blah. Like, how many of them have got fucking chariots coming and taking up people? That's not in their estimations, man. These men are atheists. They don't believe in the scriptures.
So, Paul, I mean, yesterday I was going through the article. You know that they've been asking a lot of questions about what are those so-called UFO. You know? But we have the answer. You know?
Yeah, none of them got it right. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's not like information, not information, but like I said, there's the images and certain sightings that we're seeing and accounts that the, you know, people have said, right? Why is none of them ever said, oh, do you know, it sounds like something that's in the scriptures? I've never heard that from many of these guys. Maybe some, you know, some evangelist somewhere, maybe. But like these guys actually put these articles out. I've never heard them as an option say that, oh, it's an angel. I've never heard that. It's always something else. You know, whether it be terrestrial or extraterrestrial. They don't ever. I've never heard that explanation or, you know, possibility from them, because they don't want you to think about that. They don't want you thinking about that.
Yeah,
that means the Bible's real. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they've been keeping changing the names. You know, from the flying saucer.
Yeah, UFO, UAP.
So to make people
now, yeah, now it's aerial phenomena. Now it's not even an aircraft no more. It's phenomena. Something in the sky that's a phenomenon. Like that's so vague, so broad. You know, but again, you know, I get it, because angels, they can appear any type of way. In it's not one standard. They appear in different ways. You know, different shapes, different forms. Might be just a light. It might be a whole bunch of things, isn't it? These are angels that we deal with, things that are beyond human comprehension. So you're dealing with a lot. Like, so yeah, I guess Esau's got to bring a broad range, a broad term out there to kind of cover it all. You know, but most of the time he'll just explain away, or like, so yeah, it's a weather balloon, or it's a satellite, or something. Because he doesn't really want you thinking about things written in the scriptures and linking it to these possibilities now, right? And that's why you only really hear it from us. You don't really hear it from nowhere else, really. You know. But the most, if you believe in the scriptures, you know there is no alien species gonna come and invade the earth, because it's not written. It's not written.
They say for long, man, the green man from Mars, the green man, this and that.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the deceit and lies. You know, to the point they're gonna make this. I mean, through those deceit and lies, that's what the point. I mean, at the end, when they are in the war, when Yahushua appear on the sky, they're all gonna turn to fight the Lord, man. They're gonna be thinking like, what? Our common enemy is what? Those green men are coming down, right? But in reality, they're gonna fighting with a greater force, man.
Yeah, it's like my brother, I think it was President Ronald Reagan at the time, right? He mentioned about the world, you know, can't remember what kind of context he said it in. He was speaking about, oh, would not the world have to unite against an extraterrestrial force and or whatever. He mentioned that. Why would a president say that if he wasn't trying to make you think about fucking little green men and Roswell and that kind of shit? You know, it's to get you, put you off track, off the scent of what's really going on. You know, because like I mentioned, the scripture don't speak about no fucking aliens coming to invade the earth and all this kind of business, and that mankind has to come against them. And no, do you know what is going to turn up though? The angels and the Lord. That's what's coming. That's what's going to come and, as I say, crack the skies, man, crack the clouds, and come and invade the earth. That's all biblical prophecy. They ain't got nothing to do with no fucking bulbous-headed green people. Man, most I made earth, made life here. You know what I'm saying? And the angels are outside of that because they live in that dimension outside of this place. The other heaven. But they're what's going to come down. But he shouldn't. You know what? He's still such a devil, man. Because it really shouldn't be really hard to believe that, to be honest. Right? You're already dealing with things you don't understand, like all these strange maneuvers that they're doing. They're obviously not fucking natural or human. It's way beyond man's capabilities, right?
Yeah. Can even jump on the wall.
So why would it be the first thing you think about is some extraterrestrial planet people? Why would you not consult the scriptures and come to the conclusion, oh yeah, it's probably the angels? That seems the most logical answer. But then Esau, he likes to talk about space and we can't be the only living organisms in the universe, blah blah blah. Or there's however many planets are like ours. They must foster life. So it must be something out there.
Time travel.
Yeah, there's got to be something out there, right? Because he just refuses to believe in these scriptures. That's why he does this, man. Because he's the devil. Yeah, he want every other, he want to explain every other explanation, man. Got no fucking evidence and none of that shit. Oh yeah, but there must be something out there. Esau can't go out there, but there must be something out there. It's full of shit, man. Right? We know exactly what they are, man. And then everyone's gonna see it. Everyone's gonna see it, man. It's terrifying. Yep.
That's what I mean. The so-called UFO are the vehicles that the Lord is going to come with to terrorize this world, this society in the near future. As I may read here, it's the book of Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Right, so you tell me, man, when the Lord turns up, is it going to be a joyous occasion? Is it going to be a joy? Is everybody going to be happy to see the Lord? No. The majority of the world is going to be fucking terrified and going to be fucking lamenting when the Lord shows up, man. Only very few people, i.e. the elect of Israel, are going to be celebrating. Why? Because you're about to get fucked up. That's why. And everything that we've been waiting for is finally here. But for you now, no, it's destruction for you. It's slavery for you. Right? That's why you're going to be lamenting. And another thing, it speaks about the Lord, the men that crucified the Lord. Right? Why are they being mentioned thousands of years later if reincarnation doesn't exist? How are they here? How are they going to see him? Think, Mark. Man, I've got to think. They got to think about.
They got blend, but they don't use it.
Yeah, they got to think. Like, how is this even possible? How are these things supposed to happen? If it's not how we say it is, or not how we break it down, beginning of our elders and apostles, then what is it, man? How is that supposed to work out? If we're not, coming back through cycles, generations or whatever, and coming back, because there's no possible way that these men are here 2,000 years later, plus. You know what I'm saying? There's no way it can even be possible.
Nobody in the world, as we speak, is 2,000 years and plus years, man. Old, man. Men can live maybe around what? 120, 118.
If the Most High really push it out there for them.
Yeah.
but generally not that long. Generally not that long. Most people don't even get to like 80. You know, yeah, most people are dead before then, from some disease or whatever. You know, most high afflicted with. But you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. These men, they're here today, right? And even if they don't know who they are, right? Because even John the Baptist didn't know who he was, and he's a man of the Lord, right? He didn't have that understanding that he was Elijah. He didn't know, right? As far as he just said, I'm John, right? So you got these guys here. I don't know the guy's name that Lord, crucified the Lord and that. Always, Pontius Pilate was involved and that kind of stuff. So he put you around too, right? Ready to get his judgment, man. You know, but they're back here today, whether they understand it or not. Why they're here? Because why is so many people on the earth here too? They gotta be here for the judgment, man. Right? So these men are back, right? And they may very well realize it when the Lord comes to bring that death and destruction against them, and who they are, just so they know why they're getting fucked up, you know. But the fact is, the incarnation exists, man, and that's why there's so much people on the earth right now. But there's so many people that need to get fucking judged that were there back then, you know. And in other times, we have to be here. You know, all the prophets are here. Now, there are times where there's groups of prophets. What does the scripture say, man? I can't remember if they called them a company of prophets or something like that. It was in like the time of Samuel. There was like, yeah, right. So there was a few of them at the same time, right? But there has been a lot of them throughout time, though. Not all of them are spoken about, but there's been a lot of men. But this is why there's so many men in the Lord now, because we're all back to serving this time. Like, there's a lot of us, man. Let's be real. There's a lot of us around the world, more than you read about, you know, because we're all being gathered for this last moment in time. You know, like some men have already gone back to the spirit world and whatever, man. But there's still a lot of us here. All the prophets are here. You know, whoever they may be. You know.
Second Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the web thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man was strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
So we just read in Revelation that these people are going to be in fear, basically, in terror. So he's reiterating the same thing. When the Lord turns up, no one's going to be happy other than us. Everyone's going to be fucking shitting themselves, man. Right? And we know Esau knows the Apocrypha because he's coming out the Apocrypha, right? Because Trump swore, he's reading out of it, man, when he's been inaugurated or whatever. So we know they know it. So how would you not know that these crafts that you're seeing in the sky is really chariots of the Lord, of the heavenly host? Why would you not know that? Esau obviously knows. He doesn't. That's why he has a Star Wars program.
So they say
space weapons and whatever.
That's why they say what? You have to know the truth in order to say the lie, to speak the lies.
That's right. The best lies are those who mix with truth. Because it has to sound believable. Or it has to sound somewhat like reasonable that could be the case. But if you underline it with a lie, then it's not really true. So that you could deceive everybody by saying these things. Have them deceived. Right? Diverted from the truth. You know? But he does know. He's not preparing for fucking aliens. He's not preparing for that. But he knows that, right? All this talk about, these secret places like Roswell, Area 51 and all this kind of shit. That's all for the fucking conspiracy nuts. Right? Conspiracy nuts. Right? Esau's trying to fight angelic beings. And he thinks he has the technology to do that with his conventional weapons. Laser beams and all this other technology that he doesn't really put out there too much. You see his missiles and stuff like his regular stuff, but we got special shit in the laboratory that he prepared for the angels now, which is going to be ineffective. Which is going to go on to tell you.
All them laser weapons.
It's
For nothing.
they're gonna do shit.
You know? Used to be there. The beginning of America, they spend billions and billions, you know, what for arsenal, you know, for weapons, man. You know, one of the main weapons is missiles, and but all there was the space weapons. What does those space weapons are for, man?
Mm.
It's to fight against the Lord, man, when he comes, man.
That's why he's got satellites out there watching the heavens. You know, but even if he spots, what's he gonna do? He hasn't been able to do shit. NASA, every time NASA catch something on they have to cut the feed. But it's so short, man. No, we can't have that. You know, they got live feeds going on. They have to cut the feed so people don't get scared.
The brother, I believe, from Issachar tribe. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
You saw like, I mean,
Speak of that.
yeah,
It's as big as a city.
yes.
Oh my god. You know?
They change like in mountains, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're just passing by, you know.
But that's it. But this is where they get the inspiration for the movies like Independence Day and whatever, man. Because they know something, man. They just don't want you to know, or they want you to believe like it's something else. Because it makes you let's be realistic now. If you're told it's aliens, it's like, no, we've got to fight against them, right? The whole world will be in agreement with that, no matter what fucking country you're from, right? What we were saying earlier, right? But if you tell me it's the Lord now, some people are gonna be like, no, fuck that. I ain't trying to listen to you. You're obviously being wicked. You know, you're trying to fight the Lord. What's wrong with you, man? You know, and most people like we ain't gonna fucking back that, man. I'm sorry. If you knew the Lord was real and he's gonna turn up, come back with angels, almighty power, you ain't gonna want to fuck with that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
They're scared, but they're fight because the most are gonna make them, right? But the consciousness of the people right here right now is that any threat, external threat, we will get together and fight. That's the default mode that people are on, because they're not being told it's the Lord. They have to be kept away the fact that it's the Lord turning up. For them to have that collective high mentality about fighting whatever comes out of space or whatever. As soon as they find out it's the Lord, man, they ain't gonna want it, man.
Yeah, because when we go to back in times, in ancient times, most of these people, as we mentioned before, they knew about those vehicles, man. They knew what type of beings were in those vehicles as well.
Yep.
They knew that those are the powers, you know, from heaven, the angels, you know,
Yep.
coming visiting the earth, man. They knew it, you know. But now, because Esau is in rulership, even deceiving people, lying to people, telling those are green men, you know, those are just aliens from planet, whatever planet they give them, names, whatever names they come with, man.
And they butcher the scriptures. They don't teach the scriptures. So even when you might come across certain passages that sound a bit crazy, that sounds like, it sounds like what people see in the skies. They won't cover that. They won't. Because let's be honest, these churches, they don't go into the scripture, man. They don't go through the scriptures. So it just keeps everybody ignorant, doesn't it? They don't know.
And they've been paid to speak lies in the churches, man. They don't tell you truth.
Yeah.
You know? So they're gonna keep you remain blind.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a
until
method of control, right? To get everybody thinking a particular way. But like I said, if you knew that that's what they were, these people wouldn't want to try and build no army to fight it, because they just know it was stupid.
that's because they know that this is a power, man.
Yeah.
So we have no chance to fight with the power.
It's like these series and these movies that Esau made. It's like somehow they always end up on a mission trying to fight God because they don't like something. You know, they don't like something that's happened or whatever. Or it's being done. So yeah, we got to fight God. Bro, you fucking mental. That can only happen in the movie, man. It can only happen there, man. It's not real life. These heroes that you got are fucking actors. They're not superheroes. They're not nothing, man. You know, when
People with cameras.
fucking cameras, man, nerds, cameras and shit, man. You know, most of them can't even do push-ups, shit like that, right? They're just actors, man. They act like they're heroes or whatever. That's their job. It's a fucking job, right? When the Lord does come back with an army now, who can stand? Who's gonna stand? What? Robert Downey Jr. gonna step up and say, I am Iron Man? No, he ain't. He's gonna get fucking blasted, man. There's no fucking iron suit.
Oh my God. No man of them can fly.
Yeah, there is no fucking Hulk. You know what I mean? There's no guy walking with gamma radiation ready to transform. They don't. You know, maybe he's still got something in the lab. So I don't fucking know. But they ain't gonna do shit, right? They ain't gonna do nothing, right? They're gonna get wiped away, man. And someone's gonna read it, man. They're gonna get wiped away, man.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they bound that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feels the fire.
Right? Because fire consumes. When fire touches something, it consumes it, man. You know, and that's what the people are gonna be like. They're gonna be like kindling, just gonna get burnt up, man. So,
It goes on to say, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the earth of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
right. So yeah, you know, the armies of whatever armies are left of the world after America is destroyed, whether the military is left still after World War III or whatever, right? And whatever equipment they got left, right? They're gonna go and meet the Lord in the air to fight, to have this war in heaven that is spoken about in Revelation, right? The dragon and his angels, okay, which is his military, his fighter jets and whatever, right? And Michael and his and his army, right? With the rest of the angels and Yahweh Shai in that, right? And this is the encounter we're reading now, in more detail, right? So they're gonna come face to face, and like I said, these men are under orders. They're military men are under orders, man. They do as they're told, right? Even if they don't want to do it, they have to go with it, or they're gonna get shot or some shit, right? Right? But they're gonna go there scared. They're gonna go there scared, man, because they realize what they're fighting isn't an alien. Something that has flesh and might die. It's the Lord, and these are meant to be. Well, beginning of America, even in China, you've got Christians in fucking China and shit, right? They're gonna go there and realize why the fuck are we fighting the Lord? But what fun would it be if the Most High just had everybody like, oh no, we're not gonna fight? What fun would that be?
I don't know, man. I mean, as it is written, the Lord is what? He's a man of war, man.
That's right. That's right. And again in Romans, is it 9? When the Lord speaks about, for this purpose I raised Pharaoh up, right, to show my power, right? So the Most High, he's gonna have you come. He's gonna have you come anyway. You ain't gonna fucking no chance in hell, right? And this is you're gonna thirst fight anyway, man. Just so you can wipe you out to show everybody. Yeah, to show everyone. The whole world gonna see it, man, and everybody else is gonna fucking submit. Because once your mighty men are gone, what have you got left to defend yourself with? Nothing. And it was such a convincing destruction. It's like, what would be the point anyway? You can't even say that. Not even a bad word to say, because hey, you're gonna die. So easily, like you squash an ant or something, man. Nothing, like no resistance. I'm getting excited thinking about it. I'm talking now.
As the Lord is saying, lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
Right, he traveling on a massive chariot, man, an impressive vehicle, impressive, and like obviously, man, I got these little planes, which they're big in real life, but they're little. They're gonna be little. They're gonna be little, right, in comparison, and they're just gonna feel so inferior. They're gonna feel small. You know what I'm saying? Like, the American military is so fucking proud. Like, they got all this fucking testosterone. America, yeah, fuck yeah. But they ain't gonna be doing any of that. They're gonna feel fucking like women. Worse. Like children. Worse than children. I don't know. They're just gonna feel very inferior, man, in comparison to what they're looking at. And no one's just not equipped to do it. Like I said, this is not a movie. This is an Independence Day where, oh, we've got to fight a virus. We're gonna upload a virus and we're gonna attack. You are gonna fucking lose so badly, man. You know, it's gonna be beautiful. You know.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or press whereout the ill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet that fight.
Right. So they, like you said, they're gonna be afraid, but the Most High gonna put the spirit on them to fight anyway. Just like how the Most High had Pharaoh, you know, refuse to let the people go. And even when he did let them go, he still went after them afterwards. It was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because his pride was hurt. You know, he was so enraged by everything that happened in Egypt. You know, the firstborns dying at the end of it, and you know, Egypt was fucked up, man. He's thinking, I just let this man go, but I don't want to let them go. You know what I'm saying? I want to fucking kill them. That's what he wanted to do. You know, so he had Pharaoh come and chase them, and what happened to them? They were crushed in the sea. You know, just but the Most High set it up. Same way Most High setting this up. You know, so they're gonna come and fight just to be, you know, destroyed, man. To be made a point out of. You know.
So to see, and lo, as he saw the virus of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it is had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Right, that's raw power right there. Right, it's raw power, and it's not even like reading that. It's like Howard Shy. He's not even being serious. Like he's not even like, you know, before you know you might go into a fight, man, get into a fighting position, like you're ready to fight. Howard Shy is casual, man. You know, you don't lift up no weapon or nothing. He's just there. He's just there looking at you. You know, with his aura just making man scared, right? Intimidation, right? Lord, without any effort, it's just gonna blaze you with power, raw energy. Yeah,
That's a concentration fire right there.
laser, you know, energy. That's what it is. It's just power, right? It's energy, right? And it's just gonna unleash it on you, right? What? Read on. Yeah, that's it.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and it bound them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smells of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Right, so you're gonna get vaporized, man, on the spot. A whole multitude of armies gone. One hit. You know, that's how little effort it's gonna take. It's not a fight at the end of the day. It's not a war. I know, you know, just speak of war in heaven. It's not really a war. It's just a deciding thing that's gonna take place, right? Yahushua is gonna turn up. You're gonna turn up, and you're gonna disappear.
It's just ice on cake.
Yeah.
Like when you have a cake, you have ice on top. That's what it's gonna be. When Yahweh Shem Shah said his beloved son, it's gonna come to judge the world. But that time when he's judging and delivering his people, this army of the world try to fight him. It's gonna be like ice on the cake. On the cake, man. The blast is gonna be only one time, no many times.
But this is it, man. It's to be done so easily. That's why everyone's gonna. That's why the Lord is showing His power. right? And that's why the world is going to understand. Look, this is the Son of the Most High. These are the angels. These are the men of the Lord. There's no disputing on it after that, man. After that's happened, it's like there's no arguments, there's no debates. It doesn't matter what you thought or what you think, what you even think now. It doesn't even matter. You know, when the Lord shows up and we turn up and we come down here and put chains on you, that's it, man. There's no talking going on. You know, you are under occupation, right? You are under occupation now, man. Under the Son of the Most High, right? And you will respect it. You will respect it, man. All this talking that you're doing right now about, oh, we wouldn't serve you and all this kind of, that's all gonna go out the fucking window, man. You know? Oh, never this and never that. We'll fight to the die and all this bullshit. You ain't gonna be doing nothing, man. You know? And like I said, man, I'm thinking about it. I'm picturing it, man. It's making me happy, man. I want to see this. I want to see that combination, tempest and fires, and I want to see all of that, man. I want to see you get wiped out. You know, eviscerated. You know, I want to see it, man. You know, except for all this fucking bullshit Esau. Esau ain't got technology like that. You know, he can't do that. All this bravado he puts on, man. You're just a man. Okay, you're not God. But you want to rule the world like you God. Like you trying to replace the Most High, man. You don't fucking need you. The most High gonna get rid of us. Get rid of you for us, man. You know, pursuant to Obadiah. You know. So yeah, man. For us, it's gonna be exciting, man. But for the world, it's gonna be terrifying. You know. And like I said, I can't wait, man. Yeah, this place is on its knees, man. You know.
Just, you know what I mean? There was a principle.
What am I supposed to open up with? Oh no, what did I find earlier?
That's Malachi.
Yeah, did we finish that? I don't think we did. Yeah, you can go back to that.
Malachi 1 and 4, whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of weakness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever.
Right, so again, back to that point, the Most High hates Esau, right? And you would always miss the felt in the end. Yeah, you had your little time because the Most High, you know, you was even blessed with that little time. So it's not like the Most High never gave it to you, man. Esau does a lot of complaining. You know, Cain, Esau crying a lot. You know, they do a lot of complaining, man, about the things that they didn't get, right? And that's why Esau's on this whole fucking ego trip trying to steal the birthright, right? It's not, who's it meant for you, man? Deal with it, right? But you've had the time the Most High allotted to you. You can't say he never made good on his promise or made good on the blessing that was given to you. You've had the fact of the land. You've had multiple rulerships. There's a time of the Greeks, you had the time of the Romans, and you had this second part now. You've had the time. You've had a good run. You've enjoyed it, right? Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, but just know that it has an end, and it will end. Right? You are not meant to thrive and rule forever, man. Right? You're the villain in the story. Most I hate you, right? And you were always to fail. In all your ultimate endeavor is, you know, you're gonna fail in it, which is, you know, to MOTB everybody and have the earth under your rulership forever. That's just, it was never gonna work. You know, even though when you feel you're getting close to it, I bet you're getting happier as you're getting closer to it, right? You know, thinking that yeah, you're almost there now. You're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get there, man. You know. And then what you got after that is slavery. You know. Like I said, it's gonna end terribly for you, man. Right? Israel is the chosen people of the Lord. they were always meant to win in the end, right? Through Yahweh Shai, that was made possible. You know, this is why we owe everything to Yahweh Shai, right? That's why the Most High told us to hear Him, to follow Him, right? He was that sacrifice that made it possible for us to obtain the promises and the blessings that were set before us, man. Without Him, it wouldn't have been possible. Okay, so we're in a great debt to Yahweh Shai. And of course, the Heavenly Father for sending His Son. But Yahweh Shai was the one that He put Himself up there, man. You know, that sacrificed His life for us, man. All right? So all this disrespect about, doesn't matter what the names are, or whether or not Yahweh Shai is even someone special like that, or he's just a brother or whatever, man. Like you guys, you're just not part of this thing, you ain't got the truth. You ain't none of his. You ain't the sheep. You know, because Israel's always had a problem with doing the right thing anyway. You know, and respecting the Lord or respecting things in their proper order. Israel kind of hated that. The majority of people kind of didn't deal with all the problems, man. So they never really, you know, put importance on things they should have done. And they're just back here today doing the same thing. Right? Yahweh Shai is integral to this whole thing, man. Right? He is our king. Right? And kings deserve reverence, man. You know? Obeisance. Is it obeisance? I ain't used that word for a while. You know, obeisance. You know? Because that's what Yahweh Shai was set up for to be, right? The Most High sent his son for that position, to receive that glory. Okay, so we have to respect that. Okay? And, you know, it would help if you got the fucking names right, you know? You know, you actually spoke their names correctly. You know, called upon their names. Because if you respect the person, you call them by their name, man. You know?
So Edom and the rest of the world, they don't respect us. That's why they give us these bywords, man. You know?
Yeah.
To dehumanize us, to put us low, you know? That's the meaning of what? Calling out other people by what? Different names than their names.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, man, you go if you want to go visit fucking Buckingham Palace and King Charles was there, you know, you're not gonna call him Daffy Duck. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna disrespect the man like that, man, because you're in his presence. If you might do it at home, but you're gonna address him by King, which is his title, and Charles is his name, right? You're not gonna call him Charlie. Imagine that, man. Go out to man. Hey, what's going on, Charlie? Nah, you're not gonna do that, man. You're gonna give proper respect to their names, man. Or you know, Rothschild. You're call him by Mr. Rothschild or whatever the fuck the name is, man. You ain't gonna start calling him whatever you want to call him. These men command respect in this world, man. You don't think the Most High and his son don't? When they're fucking creators of the universe? Come on, man. It's just disrespectful, man. At the end of the day, man. And you niggas don't care to get it right. You don't care. You don't care. So why should the Most High and Yahweh Shai care about you? You know? Anyway, okay, what's that?
So we go Luke 19 and 27. It leads, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring either and slay them before me.
That's right. You know, you wanna believe on Jesus Christ or whatever you want to believe in, or you know, you're a heathen, you worship these dumb idols, you don't want the Lord to come and be your ruler. Who gives a F, man? No one's gonna care what you want, right? The Lord is the one in power. He's the only one. He's the only one, right? So we ain't got no choice. I was having a conversation with somebody before, right? About you know, the Most High throughout history is pretty violent, right? You know, bring death to a lot of people, men, women, and children, all included, right? And some might say, "Oh, how terrible he is," or well, he's supposed to be terrible, right? He's really powerful, right? Because I wouldn't want to serve a God like that. Do you not understand that there is no choice in the matter? There is no other God. What's the point of saying that? You wouldn't. I wouldn't want to follow a God like that. There is no other God, and you would do as you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High controls all of existence. And what choice do you have? You might as well just accept that. That's that's what the Most High is. And at least that creates fear in you. You know what I'm saying? So you can act right. And that's what it's supposed to do. Knowing that the Lord is terrible, it's supposed to make you act right, man. Because if you do something mad, the Most High ain't gonna hold back. He's gonna bring judgment against you, man. And you don't care how old you are. You don't care if you're man or woman. Like, no one's off limits to the Most High. That keeps everybody in check. You know, all this love bullshit breeds contempt, man. People take the piss. When you know you can get away with something, people take the piss, man. And that's just what it is. That's what people do. People think the Most High is this soft guy that forgives all sins, and he doesn't care what you did and what you're doing and whatever. You ain't got to do no work, no effort to do anything good. The Most High just accepts you as you are, all that kind of man. That's what gets taught these days. But there's no fear now, then, is there? No accountability, no nothing, right? Everyone's allowed to do what they want to do without nothing holding them back.
So say, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom.
It's the beginning.
Majority of the people of this world, they don't have fear. That's why they got all this ongoing, wickedness and falling, which lead to their death. You know.
That's why people say that they're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. It doesn't start with love. The beginning is not of love. It's fear. The love comes later, man, when you do right. You know, the Lord bless you, man. The Lord shows his love because of your obedience. Because you fear his word. The Lord rewards you for your fear. You know? But like I said, if it's like anything, man. In this world, man, if you got someone that's soft, you know, you just let you get away with everything, man. You don't respect that person. Because you know you can keep pushing boundaries. And that's what this world does. It just keeps pushing boundaries. It's getting worse and worse, man, because no one's doing nothing about it.
I mean, the prime example is the children, man. If you don't give them, you don't put the hedge, you don't give them the boundary, they're gonna step out of the zone that they're supposed to be in, man. And they're gonna start disrespecting you. So calling you names, swear on your face. That's how it's happening. I mean, it's been done, and it's continuing.
See, the problem with the theory of like love and love and love, right, is that people think, well, if you love the person, you won't do nothing bad to them. So in a way that everything should be in order still, because you wouldn't want to do nothing wrong to that person. Like, I wouldn't disrespect you because I love you, and so on and so forth. You think it's going to work around in a circle, but the problem is, people are not built like this, man. People are wicked.
But what is love? That's a question you have to ask. What is love?
Well, let's get to that. But this circular reason that if you just love, that everything kind of works itself out is idiotic, man. Because, like I said, if you think you ain't gonna do wrong because you love this person or whatever, like I say, what is love? But like, let's just take it to a family, like you talk about children and stuff like that, man. So if you love your son loves you or whatever, right? You're supposed to be on equal footing, and you're not gonna do anything that's gonna harm one another, supposedly, right? But everyone's got their own will or desires that people want to do, and it may contradict the other person, right? But now, faced with the fact that if I do this thing now, is there going to be like a recompense for that? Is there going to be trouble if I do that? If the answer is no, I'm just going to go do it, even if it grieves this man. It grieves my father. I'm going to go do it anyway because he loves me and he won't care. He's going to let me get away because he loves me. Now, someone, like I said, someone's obviously overstepping the boundary now. And now this can be like propagated further and further. But like I said, men, because sin's in all of us. we're dragged to do wicked shit, and so eventually you go and do wicked shit, and someone someone has to pay. But if you're just loving, then it just grows. Wickedness just grows, and that's the problem. You think people are inherently good; they just want to do good. That love is the only thing anybody needs. That's not. It's not correct. It's not true. People are wicked, right? And so that love, that bond of love, doesn't really mean shit to nobody, because it's something that you'll always try to push. You'll push the boundaries of. That's why fear is the most important thing. Because it keeps you from fucking harming other people and doing wrong things to others, man. To yourself and to others. And that's the law that was given to us.
That fear is what? It's following the laws of the statute and commandment of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
You know? And the Heavenly Father is a father of the whole house of this planet Earth, man.
That's right.
You know? So we as men as well, we have these small houses. You know, we have these dwelling places that we must have blessed us with. And if we have children, we have some rules that govern those houses. So as must I in this planet Earth, man. Yeah.
And that's why the Lord said, this is love, that we keep his commandments. Right? Because like I said, fearing the Most High's word, which is commandments, right? Automatically keeps everybody safe. You know, and gives people the proper respect that they should have. You know? That's what it's there for. Right? But using love as an excuse to do what you want to do, and everybody should be okay with what you're doing, that's not right. Because great grievances has happened on the earth because of that, man. You know? People have gone to war over, adultery and things and all kinds of things. People died, you know? Because some man wanted another man's wife or something, some king's or, whatever, wife or whatever, and they went to war and killed a bunch of people. For what? Because of some sort of wickedness, man. All was over wickedness. Because I want that land, I'll covetous, so I want to take that land, I want that resource or whatever, man. Oh, I'm just going to go into his yard. It's his land, I'm going to go there and take it because I can. But love, worketh no ill to his neighbor.
And also, one of the laws, you shall not remove the what? The landmark.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So if you go and steal people, extend your landmark, it means you walk, you don't allow that your neighbor, right? Because you take his portion. His portion, he can use his portion for what? For growing things that's gonna help his family, right? You know, because land is very important as part of wealth, right? You know.
Yeah. Like I say, if you respect the order of the Most High set, man, then you'll be able to conduct love appropriately, correctly, rather than leaving it to man's own devices. Because a man's only going to go by his desires, man. And like I said, men are inherently wicked. And when I speak men, I mean men and women. They're inherently wicked because sin is in the world, man. Sin is in our flesh. So doing good is not something that's easy. Hell, it might not even be natural to the majority of people out here because they all got their own versions of what good is because they don't consult the scriptures. And that's what needs to be reestablished. And that's what's going to be established in the kingdom. Right? And we're going to truly know the fruits of love through the fruit of fear. I said the kingdom, man, it's not what you think it is, man. It's going to be better. Better than this place.
So book of Revelation 21 and some from 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the warmongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Right, so that's what's going to happen to the wicked, or a portion of them, and the doubters, the unfaithful, man. Because like I said, the Lord is rewarding those of his elect, his children that have faith, that believe in his word, his testimonies, and his ways. You know, because if we was to go through the scriptures now, and we kind of recount you the law and that kind of stuff, and recite the law and stuff like that, most people are like, no, that's barbaric, and no, we don't want that. They don't enjoy the Most High's ways. They don't understand the righteousness of it and how it works in reality. You know, and you might think, well, things have never been good, right? Like throughout history, things have been kind of bad. There's only been small portions in time where things have went right. This just hasn't really been applied properly yet. This law hasn't been applied properly yet, man. We have not seen the full force of the law yet. You know, but we're gonna get to see that in the kingdom when everyone's doing the same thing. Like your brother's doing the same thing you're doing. You know, so you ain't gonna worry about one another. You ain't gonna worry about like today's crazy, right? Like you can't even trust friends. Not talking about us, but people in the world can't trust their own friends because they're trying to sleep with their women and shit. You know, and all kinds of crazy stuff. But that told me a whole fucking bunch of stories, man. You know, but these are the stories that you hear from the world a lot. You know, you don't ever feel comfortable. You don't ever feel safe in this world, man. But this is supposed to be like normal. This is supposed to be how things are. Like this is the world that Esau is generated, or this world is generated, because it's not just Esau, but other times and rulerships, right? So these are things that are just normal, right? But you don't ever feel comfortable. You don't feel safe. I want to feel safe. I want to be able to walk out my house with no fucking bullshit's gonna happen when I'm gone, or while I'm gone, or to anybody, me, my family, anybody, brother, anybody. Everything's gonna be blessed. You just walk out with a peace of mind, man. Everything's cool. I ain't gonna worry about a fucking parking ticket, or I ain't gonna worry. There's so much stuff that goes on. You can just live life on like carefree.
And the time war gonna
Yeah.
we're hearing about war and rumor wars right now.
Yeah.
But in the kingdom, as it's been prophesied, the nations are not gonna let go anymore. The whole earth's gonna lie in peace, man.
Yeah, so there ain't gonna be no uprising or anything. I still can't figure it out, but there's just no possible way that it could even happen. These men don't do war no more. The Lord commanded it. There's no war no more. These men are under subjection,
But right now, we heard about ceasefire in Israel.
Yeah.
But what happened in 2 seconds, my man is attacking off. Can't hold it, man.
Because you can't trust Esau anyway.
Yeah, he's a devil. He cannot hold me. He's a bench of dust, man.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
He loves blood.
Yeah.
It's like, they say you can't trust the devil, man. And this is why he's just the worst thing on the planet, man. He's the worst thing on the planet. And after 1,000 years, the Most High are going to get rid of him. So he's even got an opportunity for uprising in the kingdom, man. He'll be gone. He's just the worst.
Excuse me, and I guess you have any?
Was it?
Yeah.
Right. Grab us at Jeremiah 49. I want to talk about the destruction of World War III, destruction of America, man. Because it's coming, man. Like, you Americans are so proud, you think you're so fucking mighty that you don't understand it or don't see the writing is on the wall for you, man. Just like the king of Babylon, yeah. The writing was on the wall, and he was going to be taken out. America's doomed. Yeah, we're the doomsday prophets. We were saying that. Trump was saying that. Someone was saying that. These doomsday prophets out there, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it Trump?
I believe.
Yeah, I think it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're those guys, isn't it? We're those guys, isn't it? Hey, but it's good to say. Jeremiah speaks about the preacher gets many kingdoms. That's what the prophets do. Like, what you want? What do you expect? You got nothing good to tell you. It's not like you're righteous. Come on, man. There's so much that's allowed to go on in America, man, that how could you ever call yourself righteous, man? How could you ever call yourself God's nation or God's army? But you're doing nothing but atrocities everywhere, man. You got all kinds of idol worshiping going on in your country that you welcomely set up, you know, sin cities and all this madness, Moisms and transformerisms and wokeism. Like you're just doing so much and all this blood you've been shedding. Ill-gotten gains. Like, how could you ever be the righteous? I just don't understand. You obviously, you're the king of PR because you own media, and so you get to paint yourself as some sort of fucking hero on the earth, man. But we all know that's not true. So you could never be the righteous, man. So I said the Most High is gonna come destroy America, man, and all you Edomites, man. In America, you'll be destroyed. But your elites now, you're going to slavery, man. All right. So yeah, we're the doomsday prophets. We'll take that. Yeah, it should be so. Maybe we should double check. So, yeah, it should be fine. 49, yeah? I think so. Yeah, 7.
So we go for Jeremiah 49 and 7. This is the title say what? The prophets against Edom.
The prophets against Edom. The doomsday prophets against Edom. Yeah, against Esau, man. Against America. Because that's you. You Edomites own America. You run America, man. That's your cornerstone of your empire. So yeah, we're gonna preach against it, man. Okay. Yep.
Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, his wisdom no more in Teman, and his counsel perished from the prudent. We
spoke about the prudent men earlier, right? These so-called prudent people that think they know everything that's fucking going on. They can predict all these types of shit. But can you predict the Lord coming up? No. Can you predict that your downfall's coming? No. Can you predict the rising of the Israelites? No. The Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans? No. So what the fuck are you doing? What knowledge do you have that's of any use? Right?
His counsel perished from the prudent. Is their wisdom vanished? Is their wisdom vanished? Free ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitant of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. The time of that I will visit him.
Right, so we read Malachi 1, right? Right, the Lord bringing the heritage of desolation. The Most are going to visit and bring this to an end for him. Where they're not going to build no more. Unless they're building for us.
As it goes on to say, this Jeremiah 49 and 9, if great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleanings, grapes? If this by night they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Right, so there's nothing you can do to hide from the Lord, right? Even the scripture speaks about though they dig into hell, my hand shall take them, or the nest in the sky, I shall bring them down, right? Esau thinks he's got contingency plans. He thinks he's got all types of plans that can avoid judgment, right? But he can't. There's nowhere on earth or in the universe, if it was possible, right, that he could hide from the Most High, right? He's made him bare. He's open. He's naked, shamed, right? He can't hide. Yep.
As it goes on to say, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not
received, right? Showing you the Most High, when he's taking vengeance against Esau, against all these nations, it's going to be against them and the seed. It's not just like, oh, the globalists, the elites, or no, the whole Esau is going to get judged. the whole nation, no matter where they are on the planet, the seed of Esau is going to get got. Okay? Yep.
Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink all the cup have assured the drunken.
That's speaking about us. Right? We're the Most High's children. We're meant to be the righteous on the planet. We're meant to be living good. Right? Blessed among nations, man. So we didn't fulfill that. So we end up drinking all that cup because we went into idol worship. We went into, with these other nations, man. Right? So we wasn't really meant to receive it like that. But we have. And it's been a while. We were receiving the judgment of the Lord. Yep.
Sure the drunken, and that thou he that shall altogether go unpunished.
So the Most High said, look, I caused my children to drink that cup of the judgment, right?
Slavery.
Yeah. So what? Do you think you're gonna go without? You're gonna go unpunished? You don't think you're gonna drink that cup too? But you're gonna drink worse, right? You got like a bottle of wine, right? Maybe this depends on the quality of the wine. I'm not really sure. I'm not into wines like that. I never had a bottle of expensive wine anyway. But but when you get to the bottom, you get, I think what they call the dregs, right? So the wine might taste, spicy, sharp, or you drink it's hot, whatever, right? Very strong. But when you get to the bottom now, it's like it's very bitter. It's bitter, right? And you're like the last person to drink. We drank earlier. We're drinking now, but you get to drink the last of the Lord's hand, man. Which is the bitterness, the pure bitterness of what the Lord's got for you, man. And that's why you're gonna receive it worse than any nation. Because you could say what we went through in slavery underneath you, man, was terrible. That was bitter. That was harsh. But there's more harshness to come out of that bowl, man. And you're gonna drink it. Okay? Yep.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt sure drink of it.
You will surely drink. So again, it's not about whether you think you deserve it, whether you think you should, or whatever, man. It's not a choice that you have, right? When we tell you it, it's because the Most High has already ordained it. We could discuss, the reasons for it or not for it or whatever, but that only doesn't matter. Most High said you're gonna drink this cup, man. Everything that we were speaking about, you going to slavery, your empire, your kingdom being destroyed, man. That's all part of that, man. Okay, you rule it. You see, whether you want it or not. Okay.
For I have sworn by myself.
What's that sworn? He promised, man. He made a vow. Most High ain't going back on that. He ain't going back on that, man. That's damn sure, man. Okay, yeah.
For I have sworn by myself.
By himself, right? There's nothing greater than the Most High.
On above him.
That's right. And then the Most High won't transgress his own word. Yep. Most High say, Most High is not a liar. Oh no, the Most High is not a man that he should lie. That's what I was thinking about, right? So this is for sure, right? The Most High made a vow against you, man. He's going to definitely make you drink that cup, okay? Nothing to do with us. The Most High made a vow, right? You're going to do that.
For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Perpetual wastelands, right? Like I said, you link this prophecy up. It coincides with Babylon the Great. Coincides with obviously Revelation 18. Yeah. Right. So it's this particular judgment on this particular place. Okay, not necessarily the place he's speaking about, right? But a possession of the Edomites. Okay, Esau represents the daughter of Babylon, New Babylon. Esau represents Bosra, Nineveh, and what's that saying? Mount Seir, right? Trying to think of other names as well. Even when it's Egypt, Sodom.
Spiritual Egypt and Sodom.
Even when Esau's spoken as a prince of Tyrus, you know, even things like this, it's all speaking about the same thing, and this judgment on this particular place that he occupies, that he inhabits, right?
Yeah, because of the board, I mean, they use those, those ancient empires that were thriving to fortify. To explain about the future empire that's gonna strive as well, gonna lose the whole earth in fear and what? In oppression, in violence, which is America.
Yeah. Betrayed is the word, isn't it?
Yeah,
Betrayed,
yeah.
right?
That's all.
I was trying to think about it. I think, what's that word? Yeah, to betray, right? Because obviously the American, these things didn't exist then.
Yeah.
It's all way into the future. They don't have the names for these things, so they're comparing it. Using these other kingdoms, comparing them to what this kingdom would be, you know, and what his judgment would be. You know, it's not unusual. It's like it's done quite often. I say Revelation is still speaking about Egypt. Why? Egypt is so long ago. It's still being mentioned. You know,
even Ezra in the Apocrypha speak about the downfall of Egypt as well, which is America.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Egypt was gone already.
Yeah.
So what's that all about? It's representative of something in the future. You know, that it represents, that it portrays. You know, Esau's kingdom today, the beginning of America. You know.
I have heard rumors from the Lord and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and it lies up to the battle.
Right. So what's the Most High had? You know, what's the Most High been doing out here, man? He's been causing the spirit to rise up among all these different nations, man, to build up their armories, man, to build their armies. Right? With Russia, China, all nations really, they've got money to spend. They're spending their money on weapons, right? Turning their plowshares into swords and pulling those into spears. Most High's been making them do that. For why? For this moment in time, to raise up the armies to come against them. So is that not what we've been witnessing? People are getting ready and better prepared for a fight, for a war. And then, you know, we're just moments away from all that war, World War III. You know, things are happening on the earth, moments. Things that come together. You know? Yep.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
It's not the shame of Esau being put out there. Are they not being spoken against? You know, are people not talking about all the wickedness that they've done on the earth right now? It's being spoken about a lot, man. You know, even these small hats, man. Hey, people not liking you right now, man. You know, because you're going around the earth acting like you're the fucking victims of the earth, man. But you're out here doing war crimes and shit. You know, you're the one doing all this madness. So you're being out in every part of your Edomite, you know, tribes. Let's put it that way, right? It's being called out on the shit you've been doing, man. So you're despised amongst the heathen because everyone's got something negative to say against you, man, because of the shit you've done to them. Because you've gone around the whole earth and fucked with everybody, they've all got something bad to say about you, man.
The tradition of Elijah. You know? It's worse to them.
Yeah.
Who did that? Esau.
Yeah.
The way Esau got them in the land of Australia, America, it's by blood, man. They went in Africa, they partitioned the land, you know. They put people in oppression over in Africa. They go around the world, man, doing nothing but what? Oppression and violence and death. You know, they bring death. You know, that's what they've been doing. Yeah. So all these nations, they look at Esau. You know, they want something from him, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. Because you've not hated blood. It says that. Blood shall pursue thee. So these people are looking at an opportunity to get at you, man. And they figured that well, if we just team up with Russia, we team up with China, you know, with the BRICS nations, whatever, we might have to do something here because America's getting weak. They know it. Everybody knows it. America's getting weak, man. And all this acting is you know, charade of like, oh yeah, we're still mighty and all this, man. It's a lie. It's just it's a show of force. That's what it is. Because they're not gonna make themselves look weak, are they? Of course they're gonna fucking gas themselves up and talk shit. Of course they're gonna be the greatest military in the world. Yeah, they're always gonna say that, man. Even when they're getting their asses beat, they're gonna say that. Afghanistan beat them, man. You know, with primitive weapons. You know, but you know what I'm saying? That you're weak, man. You're weaker than you were. I'm not saying that you're completely down and out yet, because you still got a crazy military. It's true, but you're weaker than you were, and these other nations are caught up. They smallen the gap, man. So they're looking at you like we can do something about you, man. And the time's coming because just like Rome spread their armies too thin, and eventually these other tribes were able to get at Rome and fuck with them, man, and damage them badly. You know, until it eventually fell. America's done the same thing. They've not learned nothing from history, man. Which is funny because it's the Most High is really controlling the cycle of everything. He's making you make the same fucking mistakes you did, man. Even though you're meant to be wise and all this shit, you're still making the same mistakes, man. Because the Most High is the one in control. You're not in control. So the same thing's gonna happen. Because you deploy the same tactics that the Romans used, bread and circus and shit. Did he get hit? Peak. Never mind that. Christmas, isn't it? Loving it. Love that neighborhood. Christmas. Don't worry about it. You know, forgive and forget. But yeah, you know, they're making all the same mistakes. They're deploying the same tactics that the Romans did, but on steroids. You know, with the bread and circuses and all that kind of stuff to distract you, right? From a dying kingdom, from a dying empire. It's dying. It's true. You know. So yeah, you know, you're despised among the nations, man. Because you know, like I said, you mess with everybody, man. Yep.
Joel 2:9 says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshare into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong.
Right, like I said, they're uniting. They're uniting together. You know, Russia been a big help. You know, providing them with missile systems and you know different technology and whatever, right? And they're training. You know, and they're all banding together because they want to separate themselves from America. They want to separate themselves from the West, Europe. They want to do their own thing because you're corrupt, man. You're wicked. You know, and even though you got Russia, who are Edomites also, they're not dealing like you other Edomites, man. You know, not that you can really trust them either. You know, but you know they're dealing better with these other nations than you know the Americans and the rest of the West. You know, they're dealing better with them. You know, because all America is about is keeping their hegemony. That's what their empire is going. That's what they care about.
Yeah, that's the father to. I mean, that's the father show that this system is about the what ended, man. Because as I say, when a kingdom is divided, shall not what stand, and that's what we're seeing right now, man. We see America against, these other European countries. You know, the Edomite from America, they are against this Edomite from European country, Russia as well. You know, so there's like mixed, feelings between these tribes of Israel.
They have conflicted interests, yeah, right? And so they're willing to screw each other over to you know have their interests you know done. You know, that's why France is angry. France is angry with America for snubbing them with Australia and stuff, the submarines and stuff like that. They're not getting on, man. You know, Esau's not getting on amongst themselves, right? Which is all part of the whole thing that's that's written here.
The feet, the toes,
yeah, partly strong, partly weak. They shall not cleave with the sons of men, right? They're divided, right? Miry clay and iron don't mix, right? So there's all of that going on in it, man. Because he's doing too much, man. But this is all the same thing that Rome did. These are all the same things that Rome did, and Rome had to go, you know. So the same things are playing out, and like I said, the writing's on the wall, but no one wants to acknowledge it. No one wants to acknowledge it, man. Your numbers or your time is coming, man. But this is why everyone's preparing for war, because this war is coming. It is on the way. Okay, it's not gonna disappear. You know, this war will be fought, and nukes will be used. You know.
I'm gonna read it again. This is the book of Nahum 3:1. Woe to the blood seat. It is all full of lies and robbery. They prayed.
Is that not prime for America? Everything about that is lies and robbery, man. Blood. You know. That's why America, out of all these nations, out of all these Edomite nations, America's gonna be gone. Europe is still gonna exist, you know. But America is not. Because what they've done is massive, man, in terms of wickedness. All right? Yeah, they amplify wickedness on the earth, man.
That's the book of Jeremiah.
Bringing debauchery into the world, man, on unknown levels, man. You know? Yeah, there's nothing like America, man. America is mad, you know?
Yeah, this is the book of Jeremiah 59 and the 15 again. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the Lord.
Right, thy terribleness, right? And thy pride has deceived thee, because you've got power. Yeah, you're drunk with that power, man. You're not of sober mind. You know, the pride is all, you know, deceiving you, man. Thinking that you could do this, you could do that. You can go to the stars. You can rule nations forever. You can have them all, you know, sea hips and have total control. You're just doing way too much with this power that you've been given.
America put all this nation on the chokehold, you know, by putting them with the heavy sanctions and stuff like that.
The hammer of the earth.
Yeah,
you know,
dropping bombs, you know. So this nation, they've been looking, they've been watching. You know, they see your weakness now.
Because you haven't ruled in righteousness, man. You know, you haven't ruled in righteousness. So what do you expect? With power comes great responsibility. Right, and that's why when the Israelites are in rulership, when Yahushua returns, things are gonna be very different, man. You know, we're gonna set a new standard for righteousness, man. You know, but we're gonna have great power, massive power, more than we even need for the nations, to be honest. But we're not gonna be assholes with it, man. We're gonna do things right. We're gonna do things according to the will and the will and the law of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, we're not gonna be unequal. We're gonna treat everyone how they should be treated, according to the law. You know, everyone's gonna have their lands and whatever, their possessions and whatnot. Okay, we're not gonna come and try and take them from you. You know, all we ask is that, you know, hey, you stay away from wickedness. That's what it come down to, man. And that you worship the Most High and His Son. That's it. You know. But he greedy, man. He greedy. He power drunk, and his mind set on wickedness, man. So obviously he's gonna abuse that power. We're not gonna abuse the power that was given to us, man. We're gonna deal with it righteously. You know.
Saying the center of the Lord shall be what? Righteousness is a fulfillment of the law of Messiah. As Father say, we're gonna live by the law of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, we're not gonna go above, or we're gonna stay in the light. Measure, man. We're gonna judge in the light measure, man.
And through that way, this earth will be restored back to Eden, back to paradise, man. You know, because it hasn't been there for a long time. It's been corrupted.
The whole earth is dying right now.
You know, the earth needs and requires the Israelites in rulership, man, to restore it, to bring order back. Beginning of our Lord Yahweh Shai, that's what he's coming to do, to restore order. You know? And then everything can thrive, like it's supposed to thrive. It is, the scripture said the earth was made to be inhabited. Okay? This is not meant to be a hard thing. Life is not meant to be hard. You know? But people make it hard. You know, people make it hard with their wickedness, man. You know?
Some people have been doing too much, man.
Doing too much, man.
Just eating.
Life is meant to be simple.
Eating all them, whatever they see, man, they eat, man. Like there are some the laws about dietary law. It's called dietary law about what you need to eat or not to eat, man. That's why we see the condition of the ocean diet. It's getting bad and bad as we go on. But when we come back to our roots, when we come to begin with the Lord Himself, Yahweh Shai, it's all about it's going to enjoy this delightful, order, man. The way it's supposed to be ruled, governed, and everything is going to be new. But as I say,
the way of righteousness will prosper everybody, man. You know, and that right now people don't understand that, people don't see that. People just think, oh, we're just gonna be evil, narcissistic to everybody. No, that's just judgment. That's just punishment. It has to come. But after that period of time, things are going to be better than they've ever been for everybody. You know?
No, bro. Jeremiah 59 and 16, it says again, thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cleft of the law, that orderest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord.
Right, so Esau built all these space stations and these shuttles and whatever, right? That's the time when that whole space mission went up, supposedly went up, right? That's when the Most High started bringing them down, man. What was that late 60s? Yeah, and that's when everything started falling apart, really. Most High started bringing you down. The truth started to come out, and yeah, people are waking up now. Yep.
Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goes by it shall be astonished, and it shall and it shall is at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it.
Right, so like we were saying, America's judgment is to be completely, made desolate, man. And you might talk about Babylon like it's Iraq, right? Iraq, still people living in Iraq, right? This judgment is a future judgment concerning the place of America, right? It is the head of wickedness on the planet. It is the head nation on the planet. It's the nation in rulership on the planet, right? Because when the Most High brings judgment to these nations, it's always these nations that are in power, right? Babylon the Great, it's the great one in the earth, right? It's exceeded all those empires before it, So it is the subject or the focal point of the Lord's judgment, okay? And when those missiles finally hit the land of America, it's going to be made that desert. We turn it like fire, but what's going to be left after that is a desert where no man is going to dwell there. Only certain desert type creatures, animals that that survive in those kind of harsh conditions are going to be there. But it's not going to be used no more. And that's going to be a monument an example, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, because Sodom and Gomorrah was mentioned just then. But the same thing happened with them. Lord brought fire down from heaven and burned that place up and turned everything to ashes, man. You know, America is going to be that new monument, man, a bigger one for all to see. Speak about the smoke of it ascending up forever, man. People are going to see the clouds of smoke coming out of that land for a long time and be reminded, okay, what happened there? You know, what was going on there, right? And what happens to those that follow in that type, in that way, in the ways of wickedness. Right? It's gonna be a learning tool, right, for the nations. Not for us, because we gotta know. We're gonna be made righteous. We be fine. You know, we understand. But you other nations need to understand. You need to understand, man. That this is what happens, right? This is the great judgment from the Lord, right? And you don't want that to happen to you, man, because the Lord can quite easily make it happen, you know. But this is why we're also set up as administrators or ambassadors of the Lord, man, because we're going to teach you people the right way, so that you can avoid that from happening. You know, so that shit don't happen to you. You know, because what is this? You know, it's because of ill education, man. Esau's an ill educator, man. He teaches wickedness and that allows everybody to do it, right? But that brings death and destruction. We're not going to teach you to do wickedness. We're going to teach you to do righteousness, man. So you can live.
The way of sin is death.
It's death, right? And even though you're not going to be perfect, you're still going to go off and do wickedness and stuff like that and be judged according to, you know, whatever crime it is that you did. The earth in general and the people in general are going to be of a more better mindset, you know, because they would have learned the righteous laws, man. So they'll you know, be doing their best to do the right thing. But learning these ways is going to lengthen your life, you know, and make life more enjoyable for you. Whereas Esau, he doesn't care about your life and, you know, how it is. Esau just wants to do what he wants to do. And if he brings down everybody in the process, what the fuck does he care? He wants 7.5 billion of you to die anyway. So what the fuck does he care?
So you already joke with them. The bomb in your body. And we see people have been exploded little by little, man. But it's gonna come, all them people who took them bombs, man, they're all gonna die, man. That's all is one of his agenda, man. He just left this young generation, you know. This the social media generation, you know. That's how Esau works, because he have indoctrinated them to believe in lies, man. No, it's easier to control them. You know, that's the mindset.
This is a bizarre generation, man. Yeah. It's shit in this world, all this media, you know, people and shit. It's fucking bizarre, man. It's real degenerate, man. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick of seeing it. And I'm sick of hearing it. You know, and it's just like I get it, man. You know, Esau calls them, you know, useless eaters and all that kind of stuff. Man, I kind of get it, man. These guys. But again, you had your hand in that, man. You made these monsters, man. Yeah, and yeah, they you know, they should forfeit their lives, you know, and be taught right in it. And that's what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna bring this, you know, the righteousness of the Lord, the Most High to them, and they're gonna live better lives, man. And everyone's gonna enjoy that better life because of that. Because the ways of the Most High is righteous. You know, it's good, right? And you'll understand it in the kingdom. You know, after you've done your time in slavery. You start to understand these things, man. Right now, it's not apparent because you're just used to this bullshit. You know, you think this is all the earth has to offer, man. There's not. There's more. The earth has more to offer than this. Life has more meaning than this. You know?
In this society, life is more. It's all about
Selfishness.
Selfishness, those to have sex and so on. That's all. It's been, indoctrinated in the mind of the people, man. Like that's why these women, they wear the way they wear, you know.
What they don't wear.
Yeah.
You know,
to entice men.
Yeah.
You know? So that's a mindset from the childhood to the whole I mean, when they are hot, they still believe in that mindset. But there's more things to do than what? Our pleasure of what?
The flesh.
Of fresh, man. So there's so many things to do, man.
I'm gonna close out. Unless you got something else you wanna bring out? I'm gonna close up.
Let me finish this verse. Uh, Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her, and who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her, for who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is he that is that shepherd that will stand before me.
Yep.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah, going into that now. The least of the flock. To draw them out. You know, which is something that's happening right now. You know, these small hats, you know, they're bringing everybody onto the edge of war. You know, so you know, we still wait and see where it all or how it all develops. You know, but one thing is unavoidable, and that's the world war that's to come. You know, the third world coming quickly, right? And all these, you know, these small hats, they got their hands to play and all of that. And so we just wait. I say we're not stressing that. You know, it'll come when it'll come. Most High has got it in his own time. You know. So
what? The prophecy of Mark of the Beast, you know, need to be fulfilled as well, you know? And then we're gonna see the war coming. You know? Right now, everything is in the light. I mean, in the light order. The prophecy is in the light order. You know, the end. I mean, we're gonna see the end of this. So that's right. Gonna close with this one. This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of and of and of great destruction. So the sound of war is already here, man. You know, we see war and rumor of war. People are talking about war. You know, this nation they're talking about wars. And what war? I mean, war is written in the Bible, as brother mentioned before. World War One, Two, and World War Three, which is about to come. You know,
the last war.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's it. We anticipate, man. But you know, with that, we're gonna say Shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Dash. And what on to the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole collect. Should be also say, man. Till next time, man. Shalom.